Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream on Zaid Comics channel. I'm Phil from Zaid Comics, the writer of Magic Hop and the Lost Pages. Let me turn this light on so I look beautiful for everybody here. Perfect. There we go. Now we're going to bring the viewers in because this beautiful ring light that I have. And today we're back talking to another awesome comic creator. We'll be talking about Abductables 2, as you guys saw from that kick-ass trailer. Some awesome like techno music. I dig that a lot. And yeah, Michael Derrick, he's been, he did Abductables 1. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about a little bit about his latest project, Grayscale, and then his newest crowdfunding campaign, the sequel to Abductables, which was a big book when I first kind of hit the scene doing Magic Cop, going around all this crowdfunding stuff in CG as well. And everybody, once that shipped, everybody had the best things to say about the Abductables. I was mad because I missed out on it. Canalis's work is, I was talking last night to Ace about this because Ace has Canalis on his book. And I'm like, the Abductables was the first book that I saw Canalis on that I like actually recognized him. I'm like, wow, this guy does such great expressions, and I'm so glad to see that that artist Evoy Canalis is back for the sequel here, and we're gonna jump into it. But let's bring the man in himself, the creator Michael Derrick. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Good to be here. It's been a while.
Yeah, we had you on for Grayscale. And like I said, right when I was getting into doing comics and crowdfunding, coming back and getting into Magic Cop, I think you guys were just wrapping up your first campaign on the first Abductables. And that was really cool to see. Even though, and you said in your trailer, it says like cult classic, right? Because it's exactly what it is.
I shamelessly call it a cult classic, but I think it is accurate because it's just based on the critical response. I think a lot of people really enjoyed it, and it did come in kind of that second wave of like crowdfunding after like the big guys kind of paved the way. Back in hard to believe, but way back in 2019 is when the first Abductables came out. So we it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just was renowned by the people that did back it. And I missed out on the first one, so I'm going to be picking up the first and second one here, which I'm really excited about. This one now is in color, which is awesome to see. And why don't you give us just a kind of a premise of the Abductables franchise and what's going to be happening in this story now?
Sure. So, the basic premise, like the launching point of what the Abductables is pretty simple. Basically, it's a story about aliens abducting the wrong dude. He, as you can see, the main character is this big, muscly dude, kind of inspired by the 1980s action hero archetype. He's got that Arnold Schwarzenegger physique, and aliens abduct him, and unfortunately for the aliens, he actually wakes up on the probing table and is none too pleased to have these little gray aliens staring down at him, poking him with their probing devices. So he proceeds to go full John Wick on them, and things just get crazier from there. So obviously, things definitely there's a lot of twists and turns that happen throughout the book that leads us to book 2, where through a bizarre twist of fate, the abductee, as we call him, actually ends up working for the Greys that had abducted him to fight an even greater threat. So it's all about just going in directions that people don't expect. Crazy action comedy. Obviously Canalis's artwork sells the humorous aspects as well as the ultra violent stuff that we all love from comics. So it's basically just a crazy action adventure sci-fi comedy, and the first Abductables was 52 pages black and white, but the sequel, we're going bigger and better. It's 60 pages, full color. So
Kick
it's all
ass.
about, it's all about expanding the lore of the series, and we get to visit the Grey's homeworld. We get to visit all these different alien planets and see all these different alien races, and it's going to be a wild ride for sure.
Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, I love the premise, man. Just the turning everything on its head, where they abduct just a military badass that just wrecks them. And now again, you're doing that again with now he's kind of helping them or working for them. This suit looks so cool. It's giving me kind of badass Lex Luthor vibes. With the color scheme, and always love the bubble helmets, which you're bringing back. Really cool to see. Is Canales doing his own colors here?
He is. Yeah, he and I think I'm really glad that he did, because I think it makes for a nice transition, because the first book was black and white, but he has that awesome grayscale kind of zip-a-tone style that he does with his black and white work. And I think his color style makes for a nice transition between the two books. It's kind of a painterly, almost like a watercolor type of style. So definitely. I think it suits the material very nicely. Yeah,
like airbrushing almost. It has a very foggy, sets a really gritty tone to it.
He's the cool thing is he's free to just go crazy with the colors, because book 2 takes place exclusively in space and on all these different alien planets. We can pretty much throw the rule book out the window, and he can do whatever he wants as far as the colors, because it's alien worlds. And I think it really sells like the alien atmosphere very well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see, we got Sim in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Amanda B back again. Thanks for watching, Amanda. Yeah, if you just tuned in, we're talking to Michael about his newest book. It is a sequel to his critically acclaimed Abductables, where instead of a normal person getting abducted by aliens, it is this jacked military badass that serves them up some pain. And now the abductee is kind of working with the aliens. So it's an action comedy drawn by Canales, same artist who's doing the Ace right now. He's done Iron Knights as well. Great artist. And are these some of the pages from the first book, right?
Yes. Yeah. So a big drawing point for this campaign is I know, like you said, you missed out on the first campaign. A lot of people have said that since they did miss out on that original 2019 campaign, they've been looking for a way to get a hold of that original comic, and now they can finally do so, because we haven't sold it on anywhere else ever since that first campaign. So
right.
Yeah, this will be the first time people can get a hold of that original 52-page comic. And as you can see with those black and white pages, that we really do take that original concept of this big angry dude waking up on the spaceship and going crazy to its fullest extent.
Yeah. That's so cool. So if you guys are interested in a full story here, you can get both of the books as well. How far along are you guys into book 2 right now?
So Canales is he just turned in page 10. He's cranking out pages at a surprise. I shouldn't say I'm surprised, because he's probably one of the fastest artists like in the game. Like he's really, not only is he really prolific, obviously, because he's always working on multiple projects. As we mentioned, he's also the artist on the Ace, which just launched. But he's very fast, and I wondered how him doing the colors himself, if that would slow him down any, but honestly it really hasn't. He might say it has, but he's still cranking out pages at an incredible rate, and once we get fully funded, we'll be able to speed up the process a bit. So it's obviously the full script's already written, ready to go. I'll be lettering the book myself, which I actually did letter the first book as well, so it's but just like the first book, it's basically a 2-man team, just me and Canales.
That's awesome.
Cranking it out. Yep.
Yeah, and we got a question from Amanda in the chat. She's talking about Canales doing the colors. Yeah, Canales colors this one. He did not color the Ace, so that's why you can see that different color style in those two books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is really cool. I mean, it sets the mood, really gritty, like we were saying before. But yeah. I know Amanda's been around for a little bit, probably like a few months now. Well, since like probably October. So I guess she came in with Frega doing the Fragtober stuff. But yeah, Canales has been around forever. I mean, he was on one of your boy Zach's first books, right? Iron Sights was his first thing.
Yeah, that's probably his highest profile book that he's worked on for sure. And yeah, he's been around, CG since day one. So yeah, he's very prolific for sure.
Yeah, like works with everybody too, which is really cool to see. I mean, he did what was that, More Lethal with Aaron Calamari? He did, what was that, Necromancer was another, did he do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
and SOS. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, SOS is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Canales is really cool. It was funny. He was on Bancroft's show with Edwin, and I guess Bancroft wasn't an old, like, he never watched the old War Campaign stuff. So Canales goes on there, he's like, "You want me to take my shirt off?" And then Bancroft is like, "What?" And he didn't understand what he was saying, and then Edwin was just cracking up. Yeah, Canales is known for taking his shirt off on stream. So
yeah, legendarily, giving the people what they want.
Yeah, some call him a very sexy man.
Yeah, I mean, can't
got
deny
some
it.
Sexy art. Yeah, look at this.
He has that Spanish machismo going on for him.
Oh man, you sold this original art, huh?
Yes, that was actually our highest tier, and yeah, we sold it out fairly early. That's Jeff Lasley original art. If you actually scroll down to the bottom of the campaign, we have a bigger image of that painting. Definitely one of my favorite pieces of art to come out of this project. Yeah, as you can see, that's a physical painting done by Jeff Lasley. People might be familiar with his work. He does a lot of cool pinup and stuff, and yeah, his painted style really just it looks like early 90s like video game art. Like it's just so cool and just fits the material perfectly. And while it pains me to part ways with that painting, I figured it's for the betterment of the campaign to put it for sale. And
for sure.
Yeah, like
Jeff Lasley, he did the Berserkernaut stuff. Is that him?
I don't believe so. He's
the Lone Wolf stuff though, right?
Yeah, he did Lone Wolf. He doesn't do so much. I mean, he does sequentials here and there, but he's mostly known for his like pinups of like crazy monsters and crazy beautiful women and monster women stuff like that.
No, yeah, this is kick ass. Is this gonna be printed anywhere? In books or stuff, or like prints or anything? Wow, this is great.
Yeah, I'm considering it just because it's such a good piece. It kind of deserves to see print for sure. So yeah, we're gonna have like a little pinup gallery in the back of the book. So maybe it'll go there or something like that. But yeah, it definitely needs to see print one way or the other. And then
this ink spots piece.
Yeah, that's another awesome kind of painted style piece by Cash Grab colorist Ink Spots, who that was kind of just designed as like a cool promo piece. But honestly, I was just such a fan of his style anyway that I just wanted to work with him. And obviously, his style suits the material perfectly. He fits right in.
Oh, and this is Doodle.
Yep.
I remember seeing that.
Vesper's artist Doodle Bags. We actually commissioned that piece specifically. Our pre-launch page for the campaign, we offered a free trading card for anybody who signed up. So that's actually the artwork that's going to go on the trading card. Though we probably will print that in the back of the book as well because it looks so awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Who colored this piece?
Farah.
Farah.
Yeah. She's another like prolific person in the community. Like she colors a lot of the books.
Yeah, she colored Super Harem. She colored all that.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Yeah, this is really cool. Now, for people that may have signed up for the mailing list, is there a specific link they have to go to, or is it just going to be like you signed up and then you're just going to get it?
It's just as long as you use the same email address, obviously with that you signed up with, we'll automatically add it to your order.
Beautiful. That's the way to do it. Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, really cool. Some 6 sketches. Oh yeah, blockhead stretch goal.
Yep. Yeah, that's obviously y'all had a similar stretch goal and your Magic Cup campaign. I love blockheads. It's just so cool to see our characters like interpreted in that cool style.
Yeah,
so.
different medium. So cool to see, in this weird 3-dimensional aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, 6 AM comic sticker. We need to get that. 6
Yeah.
AM is sick, man.
And that's actually going to be a magnet rather than a sticker. So
cool.
Yeah, we did the same thing for the Grayscale campaign. So obviously everyone loves the comics. He's oh yeah,
yeah, he's freaking awesome. Here's so this guy's a little sticker or a little magnet.
Yep, that's a magnet.
Dude, I didn't even know. That's awesome.
But
yeah, Grayscale, guys. This was another super fun, awesome book that Michael put out. Great colorist on here. Also the colorist of Magic Up, Eugene. And then the logo designed by my brother Brandon.
Yes, very happy with how that turned out. Yeah. And that's my superhero character Grayscale. That was my previous campaign. It's always awesome to see people getting their copies in. Yeah. We did have some delays with the postal service, so I'm glad that people are finally getting their copies.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I know how that was because we were shipping at the same time. Just like December and January were just so bad for shipping.
Yeah,
it seems to be picking up now. Like I'm getting stuff quicker. In quicker, like Vestige came pretty quick, as well as Doom Fate. That was really quick, even though Passion lives close to me. But hopefully it picks up and stays not crappy anymore.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, everybody check this out. If you guys are just tuning in, please hit that like button, subscribe. We do interviews like this all the time, little promotions and videos and such. Share the link out as well. Get some of your friends in here looking at this because this campaign only has 3 days left to get funded. We got to get it funded. This is, a hidden gem, I think, in crowdfunding. The concept is just stellar. I would say it's out of this world. No pun intended.
There you go.
And yeah, you guys definitely need to check this out and pick up the first one with it so you know what's going on in the story, so you get all the laughs you can out of this thing. Because there's so much action.
Yeah, that is our featured perk, books 1 and 2. And
perfect.
For together, that counts for a total of 112 story pages. So that's a lot of bang for your buck, a lot of great comics. And it's we do have 3 days left, but thankfully we do have a 30-day extension. So we will be extending before the end of that deadline. We just crossed over the 50% mark. So, we're halfway there. And hopefully we can take this all the way.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got Felix Haas in the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Felix, taking a look at Abductables 2, Reticulous, which I love this subtitle. My brother, he's like, do you think anyone, like, how many people are going to understand that reference? And I'm like, yeah, but it's great. It's like perfect.
Yeah, that's
Reticulum.
Yeah, I honestly, I only call it the Abductables 2 for like marketing purposes. Because like, as far as like I'm concerned, the book is just called Reticulous with like an exclamation point. Yeah, obviously as a reference to Zeta Reticuli, the homeworld of the Greys. And gotta put in those puns where you can.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, I was we watched a lot of X-Files back in the day. And the Reticulum and the Gray, that's the name of the Greys and stuff like that. So that's hilarious. Mixed in with comedy. It's great. It's perfect. And you said that you are lettering this yourself. I was wondering, what program do you use to letter?
I use GIMP. It's a kind of a free open source program.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. It's when I lettered the first Abductables, that was the first thing I'd ever lettered. I hadn't done it before, so I kind of had to learn on the fly.
Right.
I think it turned out pretty well, but I'm very excited to kind of take all the lessons I learned the first time around and do an even better job with the lettering. And people were very, very pleased with how it turned out. So, while I am kind of an amateur letterer, I think I do a pretty good job. So people don't have to worry about as far as quality is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, every project you go forward, you just keep on, learning more things, and it's the whole thing's a learning experience, especially with all the crowdfunding stuff. Did you have a different letterer for Grayscale, or did you do that as well?
No, actually, we brought in a professional letterer for Grayscale just because I knew, I kind of needed to bring in the big guns for that particular book. We actually we hired a guy who's been in the business for quite a few years, James Reed. He's lettered pretty much everything throughout his career. So yeah, he did a great job on Grayscale. I specifically wanted him just because Grayscale has very specific lettering. The character has very specific word balloons and stuff like that. And it's I knew I was kind of out of my depth with that one. Whereas with Abductables, I feel like there's more room to kind of be experimental and, not so much pressure. So yeah, definitely excited to be back for doing the letters myself this time around, just because, it's the thing about lettering the book yourself is it's actually kind of nice because it gives you a little more creative freedom. You can almost rewrite the script to suit the pages in a way that, obviously you can make edits when you're working with a letterer, but when you're doing it yourself, it's definitely, you get more creative control.
Yeah, no, for sure. I do all the lettering on my books as well. And, with every book, you learn more things and you pick up new fonts and stuff too, which is really cool. I lettered Doom Fate for Passion for Drawing. That was awesome. But yeah, lettering your own stuff, you get a second chance at editing. It's you're the cutting room floor and you could edit dialogue, move things around. You definitely aid in the flow of the page. If there's something like a piece of art you don't like, I can maybe hide something, put a balloon over there. I've done that a couple times, which is funny, but don't tell my artists. But yeah, everybody should. Writers, it's really good for them, and for me, it makes me feel like I'm more part of the project and creative process rather than just a writer.
Yeah, it had its frustrating moments, but overall it was a lot of fun to letter the first book. So I'm definitely looking forward to lettering it again.
Yeah, kick ass, man. We got Wendy B in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Wendy, and El Gargoyle as well. Yeah, fonts. Yeah, because when you're lettering, you got to get those different fonts, sound effects stuff as well. And
I can confirm that there will, in fact, not be any lawn chairs. Just to answer that question.
There we go. No lawn chairs. Oh, man. Yeah, this looks so fun, man. Everybody, we got to push this out. If you guys can't back right now, please do share it out on Twitter, on social media, on Facebook and stuff like that, so people know, it's a great pitch. It's a great concept. And I heard it's one of the funniest books out there. That's why I'm going to be picking it up, because I think everybody needs a little laughter right now. So, and these guns are so cool. His gun design is awesome. This one reminds me of a space super soaker pistol like you get in the 90s.
It's a lot of the influence for the technology and stuff that the gray aliens use. It's kind of that 1950s retro futurism kind of the stuff you'd see in a black and white B movie, a sci-fi B movie. You mentioned the bubble helmet. It's very very old school, and I think it fits the tone very well, because we're kind of going for that cheesy kind of cheesy tone, but in a cool way.
Hell yeah, dude. This is going to be so fun. Now, what's on the horizon after this? for your comic game, man? Are you gonna be going forward with this story? Is this have an end to it? And are you maybe revisiting Grayscale or some other
Yeah.
ideas?
So the plan and the hope is to go back and forth between Abductables and Grayscale.
Yeah.
If and when hopefully this project gets funded, we definitely want our next crowdfunder to be Grayscale 2. Of course, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And then as far as Abductables goes, we do actually have a third book planned. If there is a demand for it, it would be the conclusion of the trilogy in a way, because while each book stands alone, I feel like people can read Abductables 2 just jumping right in without having read the first one, though of course I do hope that they do read the first one. Each book, including the third one, is kind of self-contained it's all interconnected while still being self-contained. So, and that third book would be the true conclusion. There wouldn't be anything after that. So I hope we can make that one day.
Yeah, that's really smart doing the self-contained books, because if someone just sees it, you might not even know that you have another book out there and pick it up. You want everything to be fleshed out so they understand it, so they have a great reading experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's really smart. Wendy's saying, I can't believe this isn't funded yet. I agree.
Thank you.
Hearing so much about the first one, missing out on it, Adam AF was supposed to send me a second copy of it, but he never did. And so
yeah, it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since the first one launched.
Yeah, man.
We had because the idea for the sequel came about kind of during the production of the first book. So we it was definitely something we wanted to do. I think just due to scheduling conflicts, and obviously I had Grayscale to come out. It's Abductables 2 came out a little later than we would have liked, but I think it might work in the long run, because the longer it kind of maybe built a little bit more hype as far as people who did miss out the first time around. Now they finally get a chance to get the comic.
Yeah, for sure. Like, look at these concepts; these are crazy. Now these are going to be aliens in the book.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's probably one of my favorite Canales designs. The thing about obviously the first book kind of took place exclusively on like the gray alien spaceship,
right?
So it's like dealing specifically with the classic stereotypical grays. But in book 2, we're being introduced to all these different alien races, and specifically we're being introduced to these creatures we call the Devaloids, which are basically devolved aliens. They've kind of been, due to the scientific machinations of that old decrepit looking gray that you saw right there. He's kind of like the mad scientist of the book, and he has a plan to kind of devolve the entire galaxy. And it's up to the abductee to kind of stop his evil plans. And that character in particular, that's not just some rando like alien. We call him the Piscine. He's one of the he's like one of the main bad guys in the book. Obviously, the main bad guy that the abductee will be going up against is the Reptilian, who you see there. He's kind of this galactic warlord, very vicious, definitely going to give the abductee a run for his money, and probably the toughest fight of his life. And then the Piscine is kind of one of his lieutenants, who's going to wreak a lot of havoc while looking kind of ridiculous in the process.
Yeah, it looks like a goop fish.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen that goop fish?
The whole idea behind him was like, because going with the idea of like evolution and devolution, like he's almost like a fish out of water, literally. Like he looks like he just like crawled out of like the primordial ooze, and like he can barely breathe. So
yeah, this guy right here.
Oh god, the blobfish. Yeah.
Disgusting. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and there's definitely
go ahead. First one. Oh yeah, Wendy saying missed the first one, but picked it up with this one. Yeah, that's
thank you, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Yeah, she's been very supportive, and it's Canales is gonna have his work cut out for him, because he's there's a lot of room for him to draw the most horrific, hideous aliens he can imagine because
Dude, I love his monsters, from seeing
yeah.
alien work in this. Like, look at the reptilian back there. He looks like a
Mhm.
badass. He looks like a warlord, like a space warlord or something.
Yeah.
Perfect. And, seeing his monsters in SOS, like his
Mhm.
demons, the demons he does in that, really cool. Has,
Yeah.
like, shades of McFarlane-esque, mouths and stuff.
Oh
Reminding
yeah.
me of, like,
Good call.
Violator.
Yeah.
Really fun. And, like, look at this big worm guy. Just lots of fun. You could tell there's every book that Canales works on, he just has a blast working on it.
hmm Yeah, and like I said, he's just got the freedom with this book in particular to just go wild and put whatever crazy, horrific things he can imagine on the paper, and I love it.
Yeah, for sure. And like you get some really cool perks on here. I'm going to start from the biggest and go down, but you get the Get Probed perk. You tell me about that one?
Yeah, so
I'm not going to have a visit from you at my house, am
fortunately, that's only in the book. No, you won't get probed in real life if you back that. Basically, that's our version of the get drawn into the book perk. So if you want to have your likeness immortalized in the pages of a comic book, instead of being just a background character or something like that, we actually will draw you in the book. Whoever backs this is a one of a kind perk. Draw you in the book getting probed by aliens. So definitely not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Whoever, big respect to whoever is brave enough to take us up on this offer. Again, this is a one of a kind perk. And, a lot of these Indiegogo campaigns, these crowdfunded projects, they like to offer you that option to get drawn in the book as a character. But this is pretty unique as far as that goes. I don't think you're likely to find something like this on any other campaign.
Right. That's special circumstance. If you guys are man or woman enough to take the probe, then I would suggest picking this tier up. That's awesome. See, we got Yodam Dark in the chat. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Always love that beautiful Alex Ross shadow avatar. Perfect. Wendy saying she loves Canales' arts. Me too. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And then Red Scared wants to, can you make me a lady pro B?
Oh, like draw you as a woman getting probed? Yeah, sure.
I think pro B, like she's probing someone else.
Wouldn't that be a prober?
Prober. Oh no, you're right.
Pro B.
Who knows?
Well, yeah. No, some people are asking like, can I choose like who I want to get probed? And I figured, you know what? Sure, why not? So if you want to play a prank on your friend and have them get probed, there you go. Yeah.
We got an art commission here. Now this is traditional art, I imagine.
So the art commission is digital.
Cool.
It's not going to be like a physical thing that's sent to you. I do think Canales does work traditionally, inks wise, and then he either does the gray tones or the colors digitally.
Okay.
But yeah, for this is probably our best value perk. $100 gets you an art commission from Canales of any character of your choosing. Any series. Whether you're just a fan and you want them to draw your favorite character, or people who have their own comic projects. If you want some promotional art, something like that, $100 gets you that plus physical copies of books 1 and 2 with free shipping anywhere in the world. So that's the $100 that would be worth the commission on its own. But the fact that it also comes with the comics, I think that's a great deal. We only got 6 of those left, so definitely get in on that before we sell out. And yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that's a great one. I'm eyeballing that one. And here's the regular, Abductables 2 Reticulous comic for $20. Awesome value. And how many pages did you say this one is?
60 pages, full color.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so $20 US, and that's great. I mean, that's less than a lot of the books that are out there and more pages than a lot of the books that are out there. So that's up to you guys. That's a steal. Everybody definitely jump on this. You guys have digital packs. Now, is this both of them? What's the
Yes.
digital deluxe?
Digital standard is just the 60-page ridiculous comic, and then digital deluxe, like you said, is Abductables 1 and 2 digitally, but it also
Cool.
comes with a digital sketchbook that includes
Oh,
behind the scenes content. It's got the full script with creator commentary. It's got some exclusive sketches from Canales and some of his notes about the making of the book and kind of how it all came together. So if people are interested in kind of like the behind the scenes commentary type of stuff, definitely get a digital deluxe because you won't be able to find that sketchbook anywhere else.
nice. And then the featured perk we talked about earlier, it's both books 1 and 2,
Yep.
which is also a great value.
Yep. $50 free shipping in the US. And it's like I said, that's 112 pages total. And it is actually a new printing of the first Abductables. We are selling the original 2019 printing as an add-on perk, though I think we're getting pretty close to selling those out. So if you got the first one and you want the new printing, or if you do want that original 2019 printing, definitely get that add-on while you can, because that actually contains like some exclusive back matter material that you won't find anywhere else. It's got a fan art gallery, some character bios and stuff that's exclusive to that 2019 print run. So,
Oh wow, awesome! Yeah, I mean this campaign looks great, man. It's crazy that you guys aren't funded right now. I know this year, the start of the year, like the first month was really slow, and not even a lot of campaigns were up. But now there's like it's flooded with campaigns. I feel like everything's jumping around. People are just launching things with no warning.
yeah.
So that's crazy. It's kind of nerve-wracking as well.
Yeah, it's always tough to launch at the start of the year just because, obviously people are still kind of reeling financially from Christmas. And then, 2020 didn't do anybody any favors as far as finances go.
Right.
But, just due to scheduling, like this was our best bet, was to just launch at the start of the year. And, luckily because we do have that extension, I think it'll work out in the long run. We kind of got a head start on the year. And once we extend, we'll be going full force to try to get the rest of the book funded.
Awesome, guys. Yeah, well, the people in the chat, if you guys haven't backed this yet, I would say if you can back as soon as possible, so we can hit those stretch goals, get that extra stuff, because that's what it's all about. Getting those books and then having the free goodies as well. I love that. And yeah, this campaign looks great, guys. Share it out if you haven't already. And anything else you want to add before I'm going to just talk about Lost Pages, and then we'll get out of here?
Yeah, just like I said, because this is my third crowdfunding campaign, I definitely think people, I know there's been a lot of some people have had some bad experiences, unfortunately, with crowdfunding. Some creators kind of give it a bad rap by not fulfilling, or just not keeping in touch with their backers. And to me, I take it very seriously that people are helping fund these books, because I've said it before, but this isn't the same as just buying a comic off the shelves or online. Like but the whole point of crowdfunding is that you're actually funding the creation of the book. Without people backing these projects, they literally wouldn't exist. We couldn't afford to make them without crowdfunding. So, I take that very seriously. And I just thank you so much to people who support, not just me, but anybody who's trying to kind of, find their way in indie comics.
Yeah, it really means a lot. Like, you guys are the producers of this stuff. You're making this happen. You're letting us be able to make these comics. And Michael fulfilled his last 2 campaigns, and so you guys know that you're going to be getting this when you do back it. So the link is in the description below. You guys could head on over and check it out. Check out all the awesome perks.
Yep. And just hope people dig it. It's I put the fulfillment date a year out, but that was definitely a big overestimate. Just kind of covering all bases, because never know a lot of these, I'm sure having run your campaigns, how many kind of unexpected hurdles can pop up here and there.
For sure, yeah.
But like I said, Canales is very fast, and it is just the 2-man team between me and him. So we're going to get this, once we get funded, we're going to get this book out as soon as possible. It's
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Yeah, this is, really good as well. Wait for those tax refunds to start hitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll definitely feel those. I forgot about those. That's exciting. Tax refunds. Yeah, before we head out, I wanted to check up on the Lost Pages. We had some backers today, which is awesome. Thank you guys for, if you guys were out there that backed the Lost Pages. We were 7 to go to hit 500 backers, and now we're 5 to go, which is insane. I wanted to show off that we landed on this 666 lucky number of the beast there. And since we've been on, Michael, we've actually gotten another backer, which is crazy.
Oh, nice.
So I wanted to refresh, I should say, not refund. Please don't refund. Refresh, and we clocked over to $31,700. Crazy. Wow. Thank you so much. 4 backers to go until we hit 500. If you guys haven't backed yet, we are shipping this stuff out next day. So tonight we'll be packing 3 boxes up, and tomorrow we'll be shipping them out. So if you're out there on the fence, maybe you want something to read like next weekend, you'll have it. So definitely pick this up. It's a lot of cool characters, great creators. We actually had a review go up today on a website, which was kind of cool. Like a whole article was written about the book.
Oh, nice.
That I tweeted out, or I put it on my Facebook. I'll probably tweet it out tomorrow. Yeah. So thanks for everybody that was part of this, because like Michael was saying, it really means a lot when people are just taking a chance on us and helping us make these books happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, you guys should add a comic producer to your resume, because if you guys did back these books, appreciate that. And the next thing we're doing is Magic Cop 2. My brother is already like 40 pages into the book. We're just figuring out a good time to launch. I know we were just talking about that. Like everybody's launching right now. But the more you have done when you launch campaigns, the better. And you have the luxury of my brother drawing this one, so we could get a lot done ahead of time. So if you guys are interested in this, if you saw Magic Cop 1, or even if you didn't, we'll have Magic Cop 1 available with a brand new awesome Kelsey Shannon cover. I think you guys will dig it.
And I, as a backer of the first Magic Cop myself, I can confirm it's a great book. It's actually one of my favorite that I got from a crowdfunding. So definitely comes highly recommended for me.
Thanks, brother. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to put together. Just, the creative process is such a blast, just whipping up these crazy characters. I love creating characters. That's what I think keeps me going with this stuff, because it's an outlet for that. So just going to be a lot of fun. And this guy here is just a total badass. The Headless Hitman. He's like our contract killer that is hunting down some of the police officers here. So he's going to get some cool. Brandon's working on a chase scene with him right now. It's going to be a blast. He's got a cool motorcycle. So yeah, everybody sign up for this. It's totally free. Link is in the description as well. And as well as, the Abductables link. So head on over there, spread the word, people. And thanks for watching, everybody. Michael, where could people check you out if they want to follow you on social media?
Probably the best place to hit me up will be on Twitter. My handle's @CauldronComics. I'm on there quite a bit, so if anybody has any questions about the campaign or anything else, they want to reach out, feel free to hit me up. You could also message me directly through Indiegogo. That goes straight to my email. So if you do have any questions, and of course, feel free to leave comments. I think Indiegogo actually just launched a new feature where you can leave comments on the campaign, even if you haven't backed the book. So that's interesting. So yeah, obviously feel free anywhere you can find me to reach out, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Oh yeah, look at that. It says this campaign allows all logged in users to comment, join the discussion. Yeah, that was a big thing that you weren't able to do before. And
Hmm.
it was pretty funny because people that wanted to like trash your campaign had to back your book to then
Yeah.
comment and then refund, you know. So that
Uh,
was kind of shitty. But yeah, that's interesting that they added that.
That's a good point. We'll see how that plays out with some of these campaigns. Like
Yeah,
now
this
that
is
the comments
trash.
are open. Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a bad thing actually, but you already got
Yeah.
comments. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I totally agree. When I get comments or stuff from backers, it's so cool
Hmm.
on the new campaigns and seeing how many people that are just excited, being like, "Hey, I just backed this" and stuff like that. So,
Um,
yeah, it really makes our day. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back Monday with another update video and hardline stream. I hope you guys watched our stream from last night talking about the Ace and all of our videos and stuff. So go around, give us some views so we can build up the channel. Really appreciate you guys subbing to the channel as well. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.